Now, I did a video on this months back, and I had some issues with the game, but some of those stuff have been fixed, but not to a too high of an extent. But let's get into it. This game is now only $9.99. It dropped from 20. I think it was almost $30. It was like 28 or $27 or so in the PlayStation Network. But this game has some fixes. I'm gonna show you some of them. As you can see, these month I haven't unlocked that yet. I think you unlock that through survival mode, which I haven't completed yet. But anyway, if I go to MMA, as you can see, now their names are there. Before, their names were not there. You couldn't even tell how many characters you had. In fact, if I select one of these other slots, I'll get a blank default character with no like real attire or anything like that. But anyway, they do have their names now, so that's very, very good, because you can create 100 characters on here. So not that I would create that many on a game like this, because there's not a whole lot. There's not enough to really, not enough variety for me to really go that deep into this. But I'm gonna show you some of the fixes. Well, not really fixes. Here's one of my characters that I created, but I'm gonna back out of this character because I don't want to edit. I don't want to change this character. I use that character sometimes, but let's start fresh. Let's do it like that, because they added a few things to this to create a character, as well as they added some stages to this game. For $9.99, I think it might be worth something like that. Well, okay, I don't know what's going on with this, but this is not a character I created. But anyway, here, let's exit that, because I don't know what that is. I didn't create that character. Something weird is going on here, but as you can see, that character didn't even have a name. But anyway, here we go. Let's go here. I went to the second slot. This should be a defaulted character. Now, as long as it's a defaulted character, I can yeah, here we go. Okay, so they added some stuff to this. As you can see, there's not really much. It's like a slight change in his head size, but as you go down, some of this stuff is different. They don't let you zoom in. You got stuff like this now, so you have these options to create anti-human characters. You can make their faces bigger. You can't make their bodies bigger. Their body is pretty much stuck like that, which is disappointing. I think they gave him a slightly better body than what was there before, but that is not good enough for a superhero game. These are really like facial expressions, I guess. Okay, I did not see that. That's something new. It's like a rat character or something. That's a pretty cool thing to add if that's what you want to do. Then you got, that's like a, what would that be, like a donkey person or something? And you got like this. So they're giving you some cool little options here now. And you got this alien-like look. This stuff wasn't in the game prior, so I just wanted to say that. So you have a few more facial expressions that you can add to your character. Now, like I said, they don't want to add anything to your body structure. I wish they would do that. That's really what I want. Okay, so we have this stuff right here. Some of this stuff is added. I don't remember. I know these virtual reality helmets was in it. I don't think that was in it. The problem with this game is you can't really delete anything from their head. which to me that kind of sucks. Once you have something, you have to replace it with something else, but you can't really delete anything. Which I don't really like that. I want to delete stuff from my character. You can't even delete characters on here, actually, as a matter of fact. You know, they got these if you want to create like real superheroes, it's gonna be hard to do that. You know, they don't have capes, they don't have a whole lot on here, but you know, they have a little bit on here, man. Like I said, the options are not anything again, for a superhero game, these options are still not good enough, in my opinion. You know, but this is kind of like an Android game. It's not an Android game, but I'm saying it kind of has that, you know, it seems like it would be. Now, the other thing that really sucks, like, okay, I got this character, right? I can't really, like, I have to keep this character, basically. I can't back out of this, because the only way to exit is to save it, unless I just turn the game off. That's the only way I don't save this character, so you can't delete anything from the character's body. You can just replace it with something else, but you cannot take it off. Let's give him some hair. Since I have to keep this character, we're gonna go ahead and create something here. Let's see what we got here. Kung Fu. We'll let him keep that, alright? That's what we're gonna do, okay? Okay, now, because I'm gonna go ahead and create a character. It's not gonna take that long, because I want to get into some gameplay too. The gameplay, from what I understand, is probably the same. It's just that there's some added stages to the game. Got a deep space. It'd be nice if they had more options, because, you know, they don't give you enough options to really, like, want to create 100 characters. Let's just give him something, man. Who cares? Let's put something on his head. What kind of power up do we want to give him? Optic laser. I'll give him that. I don't even know what that is, honestly, but I don't remember what some of this stuff is. Let's do something about his. That's obviously not compatible for whatever reason. I'll give him that. I think I want his outfit to match his mask, so Does anybody remember the name of that outfit? I think it was this, wasn't it? Nope. And you can't add boots either. Like if the character if the outfit doesn't have boots, then you just won't have boots. You could just select pants, but you can't select boots. That's kind of dumb, but that's how this game is. We'll give him that. That kind of matches, right? Okay. What's his power up again? His power up is going to be this optic laser from his eyes. And his name is going to be Cyclops. Just like the X-Men character. But he's gonna spell his difference. He's gonna spell his like sci-fi, like science. That version of Cyclops. How's that sound? Because he is obviously gonna be a generic version of Cyclops. Okay. So let's go ahead and leave. And let's do a mission. Missions are just single fights, that's all they are. We'll do a random one. We're going to use Cyclops on here. The gameplay is very slippery in this game. Again, I did a video on this once, and I don't know that there's any gameplay improvements.
Welcome back here, Relax.
I honestly don't think there is. I think it's just those things that just a couple things they added to the game itself. There's your controls.
Round one, begin.
As you can see, that match was not very long. Look at the physics here. Once you start losing a fight, it's hard to come back. Because they just pretty much combo the hell out of you. And you pretty much can't really get out of it. You can't even like start blocking. So that's when you want to use your power up. See, he just kind of just went on the attack. This game has some really weird physics. As these fights are very quick, they're not very long. As you can see, we're going to start using that. You can use that until it runs out, and mine is almost out. That was a very weird kind of fight there. And that fight is over. That's your gameplay. The physics is a little bit messed up in my opinion, but it almost does remind you of like an Android game. The graphics are okay. The characters just don't have a lot of detail. But anyway, that's this video. Judge it yourself. Is this worth $10 to you? A superhero creator with some of these options.